defensively, your team is trending in the right direction. What? Obviously, it's not a flip of the switch, but what things are your team doing better now over the last few games that wasn't occurring earlier?
Well, again, it's not like we're doing anything different. I think just the process of getting better, Sherm, repetition. I know you have training camp and we've played, but again, it just seemed like the season started yesterday, and I think now, guys, it's just the repetitions. Guys are into it, especially the young guys. This is their first time going through a lot of these situations on the court, the speed of the game, how they handle certain situations, and they're getting better experience and more reps at doing it. Especially, we're asking Pascal to guard some threes and are switching to getting a better rhythm with that. So I think just the experience of going through it, especially for our younger guys.
It's an experience, but how much does the fact that guys are more active, more playing harder on the defense than playing to that? I mean, mistakes are going to be made, but if they're made hard, that's a positive.
Well, I think we've, I can go back and say one game we didn't play hard. As far as just all out, and that was the Denver game. We didn't show up that night. But the other games that we've made mistakes, breakdowns, we've had numerous. We've cut back on. So we're executing it better. We're where we should be. So I wouldn't use the word not playing hard. I think it's, like I said, one game, but we're just getting better with the repetitions, being in those situations multiple times. I can just see the growth in a guy like a newbie, and even Fred VanVleet, DeLon was getting better before he got hurt. Pascal has really improved as the season has gone on. So we just got to keep trending in that direction. Believe me, we have a lot ways to go before we get where we need to be, defensively and offensively.
Speaking of DeLon, did you hear anything on his visit with the doctor?
No, I haven't heard.
And Norm tonight?
Don't know yet.
When you talk about playing hard, how important is that then in a game like tonight, where you would imagine New York's, looking to punch back after what happened last week?
Well, Eric, as I was saying earlier, I don't know. It's probably one game where we just didn't play hard. You have 2 or 3 possessions and streaks in the game, but I don't know if I question our guys' effort.
I'm saying from New York's perspective, how much do you think they're going to be?
The speed that they play with. Is much higher here. I don't know if it's not a lack of playing hard, but just the speed of their cuts, the pace of their play. They try to run a little bit more here at home, more drag situations, more early post-ups. They play earlier in the clock here. And I don't know what the reason for it, and they've been successful. They probably played more home games, and they're in the top of the league as far as playing home games. So they're familiar with here. They just have a different gait here at home. So we've got to match that speed, be ready for the speed of the game, and they won't be more of the half-court team that they were in our place.
And DeMar was saying you just can't assume that you're going to be able to replicate or mimic what you did with Porzingis.
No question. It's totally did that in the offensive rebounds. We had Cantor to 0. So, to hold one of the best offensive rebounders in the league to 0 was a pretty good effort, and we got to simulate that here. Again, like DeMar said, there's no recipe, or just because we did it at our place doesn't guarantee you're going to do it here. So we got to make sure our antennas are up, and I'll be shocked if we don't play hard, but also smart and attention to detail in what we're trying to do.
DeMar was talking about why he's shooting better from mid-range. I think he's shooting like 50% from mid-range, which is a career high pace. I mean, he was saying shot selection is improved. I mean, what goes into that from your perspective?
Well, I think some of that is, we have a shot spectrum, and I think what messed DeMar and some of our shooters up early is, am I shooting a non-paint 2, 3? Where am I, instead of just playing basketball? And I think now he understands, if he's got to play his game. He can't think. We want shots in our shot spectrum, but we don't want guys thinking about it, where their feet are, shoot the basketball. But again, what in turn that has caused him to have better shot selection, trying to get to the paint or his three-point shot. And again, he's in a better rhythm now. I think more so he's more comfortable with what we're trying to do, which is, it's not rocket science. It's nothing that hasn't been done before by anybody in this league, but it's just attention to the shot spectrum, which has helped his shooting efficiency.
Giving advice to CJ?
CJ, get some sleep now. Get some sleep now, because in a couple of days he's not going to get any. But that's a beautiful thing. I'm happy for him and Lauren, and I think I'm really excited for Ian, because he'll be a great dad. He's a great person, and he'll be a great father.